and I'm excited to be Coslo, but cooking.
Ooh, what artificer flavor are you gonna go with?
Here, I will post.
Because Coslo is the artillerist.
Yeah, there's like 3 different types of. 5 different types of artificer.
I don't remember what I picked.
There's 3 in the initial book. I'm not sure if they came out with additional ones. I'm sure they have by now.
That's what she looks.
But I remember, like, was there the artillerist? There was like an alchemist.
I think that's what it was. I think I'm an alchemist.
Alchemist, yeah. There's
yeah.
Oh, Jesus,
people with a teapot and stuff.
There's 9 total of them now.
Holy.
Yeah.
I need to sit down and actually like read some of these books that I've bought.
I guess 3 of them are unofficial because they're from Eberron.
Oh.
And there's 2 in our Unearthed Arcana. Then there's 4 as a base class.
Okay. Yeah. So I could see why I haven't really heard of the others. I don't think I have the Eberron content, and if it's Unearthed Arcana, it's still like questionably dev.
Yeah. So there's the alchemist, and then there's my infusions, which I'm gonna make it cooking, which will be hilarious. I was a scientist once, and we ended up on this spaceship that had an abandoned lab, and when people came to attack us, I just mixed together stuff and shoved it under doors and blew them up.
Perfect.
Jesus.
Because I was like a non-fighting character, so I'm like, well, I can't do anything, let's blow them up.
Yes.
And I literally exploded one of the dudes. It was great.
That's amazing.
I think I had the highest kill count in that game, and I wasn't supposed to.
Just from splashing explosive puddles everywhere?
Well, I had a gun with syringes in it, and this was like a space. I forget what the book is called. It's a whole different thing. Scum and Villainy, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like a space D&D thing, and I was like medicine doctor, but I decided I was a weird one that like made drugs to make money, and I ended up like shooting a guy, and I had this random wheel that I would spin to see what the thing I shot did. I made one guy poop to death. Great.
I love everything about that, quite literally. I made a man poop himself to death. All right, well, it's literally my favorite character.
Yes, Sally was a lot of fun. But I was like the non-combat character, so I had to like get very creative.
You're making a alchemist artificer, which is basically Kaz, who is manning your magical cauldron back in Grabella's cave.
Yes.
Just rocking the Kaz. You could be a kobold artificer alchemist descendant of Kaz. Zoc.
That's true.
I'm looking through these other artificer specializations, and some of them are kind of nuts.
Which ones are you looking at?
I opened all of the other ones. So there's Forge Adept, Master Maker, Maverick, Archivist, and Armorer that are in the like unofficial / Unearthed Arcana section. And Forge Adept seems to be like the artificer version of a battle mage. So you like do a bunch of weapon use and stuff, but it's goblin themed. They literally they have a class ability called Gul Sharat, which is goblin from Mighty Blade.
That's awesome.
Master Maker is like they have prosthetics. Like at 3rd level, whenever you finish a long rest, you can touch a non-magical object and imbue it with your power, creating a permanent magical item that replaces a lost limb.
I saw that.
Wait, so,
I considered it briefly.
How often do you lose limbs for that to be like actually practical?
So this is specifically, like at 3rd level, you replace one of your arms with a battle fist. Like this is the like BioShock sort of.
Oh,
are you talking about the armorer subclass?
This is Master Maker.
The artificer subclasses
from Eberron.
Let's see.
That's what Kenny is playing in our other game.
Maverick is just
Hey, get down.
Maverick is at 3rd, 5th, 9th, 13th, and 17th levels. You pick a class and add all of its spells to your class list.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
Maybe I need to rethink my artifice.
Exactly. Starting at 3rd level, you gain amazing insights into spell effects beyond the reach of most artificers. Choose one of the following classes: Bard, Cleric, Druid, Paladin, Ranger, Sorcerer, Warlock, or Wizard. This class's spells become part of your breakthrough spell list. You can choose an additional class and add its spells to your breakthrough spell list at 5th, 9th, 13th, and 17th levels.
Holy shit.
To be clear, though, like, artificers don't get to pick their spells the same way. So, like, you just have access to it. Like, you can swap out spells from that other class's spell list, like, is basically what that means. Like, every level, I think you can do that. You can change your spell loadout.
You don't have, like, prepared spells or anything.
Yeah, it's not like you just get, like, all of the sorcerer spell list or something that you can cast whenever you want. Like, it's not that good, but it's still fucking awesome. It's kind of like bards, though. Like, bards get that with what is it called? Their magical affinity or whatever. So, like, every 3 or 4 levels as a bard, you get to pick a bard spell that you know from literally, like, any spell list. It doesn't matter. You can pick any spell. Doesn't even have to be on the bard spell list, which is pretty dope.
Yeah. And I picked this cool race of Feywild elves that have a season.
Elves, yeah.
Yeah. And you roll what season you're in. Or you could pick, but I rolled for it because it was more fun. So that's why she's all like... she kind of looks fallish, but it's like summery because I didn't want to be like bright fucking green.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's nice and warm.
I wanted to be spicy.
I used to play in a game a long time ago that had, before, like, all the sub races existed. So this is like 2.5, and like the homebrew, the DM had a homebrew that there were elves, and then there were Fey elves, like elves that stayed in the Feywild or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I get big Fey elf vibes off of Eladrin, so it's really cool that they like exist now and like actual proper canon, because it was always like, I love the idea of elves, and I super love the idea of Fey elves, because like all Fey are just elves, and all elves are just Fey. Like, if we're being honest with each other.
It's true. I love that last name, Coslo. That's a good one.
My name is Pumpkin Spice.
I didn't read the first name. I read the fucking last name because that's what.
God damn it! I didn't.
Saying,
I didn't understand the pun. I do like Pumpkin Spice.
But that would be a fall name. That's such a fall name. What's a summer drink you can get at Starbucks?
You could just
Dragon fruit refresher.
Lemonade.
One of their green tea lemonade. What's your name? Green tea lemonade.
As far as I'm aware, like, the whitest summer drink is like mimosas or something.
Oh yeah.
That's all year round if you do it right.
Mimosa. Yeah.
That's all year round and all day long if you're doing it right.
She is orange. Mimosa could work.
Madam Mimosa.
Madam Mimosa.
And I have summer, which is boldness and aggression, a time of unfettered energy, calls to action. So she's spicy. She is spicy.
She's spicy.
Sorry, was one of those descriptors bulbous?
Boldness, not bulbous.
Oh, then an orange would work perfectly. Spherical.
I thought you were describing her as bulbous.
Reading the Eladrin season descriptions is basically like reading your fucking zodiac sign.
It really is.
Yeah, it really is.
And then I get a face step, but anybody within 5 feet of me when I use that takes fire damage equal to my proficiency bonus, which I love.
I think the spring one like charms anybody around you.
Yes.
Where you arrive. So you just teleport into the middle of a bunch of people and you just literally charm them all.
You can touch one willing creature within 5 feet of you. Oh, that teleports instead of you. So no, you move them. There is one that is charming. It's autumn. Autumn is the charm one. Mm-hmm. And winter is the spring.
Yeah, winter are the The sad elves.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I believe they prefer the term unseelie.
Sag. They're the Sag elves.
And speaking of 20-pound cats, mine has joined us.
I had to push mine off. He was trying to like wedge himself between like me and the chair, and it's just drooling like profusely and then making sharp biscuits on my exposed leg. I can't. I'd be jamming like ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah.
And my cat that used to be tiny and is not anymore and sitting there very jealous of him.
There's 2 laps. Go. Go to the other one. Kozlo's lap is open.
She likes to lick the rocks on my desk though, and he doesn't have desk rocks words.
I'm sorry, she likes to lick the rocks on your desk?
Yes.
Go lick rocks.
I have to make sure, because I like collecting rocks and crystals, that the ones on the part of the desk that she licks are cat safe.
Is she licking them because they're like salty, or she just likes the flavor?
I don't know. One of them does have lithium in it.
No.
Which is, no, she needs it. She's psycho. She needs it. It's fine.
She's like, I'm gonna have just a little bit of this
calm juice. Yay. No, she really likes this opalite that's in the shape of a cat, of course.
I'm gonna lick this. This is my baby now.
Yes, that's exactly what. Did we get a Tugum?
I do. I see a wild Tugum spawning. Hello? Hello? Tugum? Tugum? Okay, maybe Tugum is spawning. But we cannot hear you, Tugum, but if you can hear us. He also might be pooping or getting a drink. I don't know.
I have a complete tangential question.
Yeah.
Has anyone messed with the Fallout 2D20 tabletop system or any of the other like Modifius 2D20 systems?
Rain, have you? Okay, I guess they're both pooping. But no, I haven't personally. Maybe
I just came across it. Because basically every so often I go, man, I would love to do a Fallout tabletop game.
Oh yeah.
And
I mean, that would be hella fun.
Yeah.
Does it have its own like system, or is it just like Fallout theme? But
so there's this company called Modifius that makes a whole bunch. Like basically, part of what they do is licensed tabletop games for other IPs. So they have one for like Dishonored, they have one for Conan, they have one for Star Trek, they have one for Dune, and they have one for Fallout, and it all uses this like 2D20 system, which I have never heard of or experienced.
I haven't heard of that either. 2D20.
Yeah.
It sounds cool. Like I've played only with like mostly GURPS, White Wolf, and then the D&D and Pathfinder, but not the 2D20 system. Although I love Fallout. Holy shit.
Yeah. I've had this idea for a campaign kicking around in the back of my head for like 6 years.
Do it. Make it happen.
I might have to it's like $50 for this rulebook. I might have to just grab it and see what I think.
Do it.
I wonder if there's like reviews. There's got to be reviews on like.
Oh yeah, you can go to like Board Game Geek. I think usually does like book reviews, or even like Tabletop RPG probably does book reviews. You can check them out there. But if you pulled together Fallout RP I want in,
noted.
On Vault 69 420. Hey, Tugum.
Did you know there is a canonical Vault 69?
I did not. Where's it located?
Okay. It requires a little bit of backstory.
Okay.
There was a Penny Arcade series where they, I forget the number of the vault, but it revolved around this one guy in a vault who just had, like, the vault experiment was they were going to put one guy in there and a box of puppets.
Okay.
But because it was Penny Arcade, they, like, made a whole bunch of jokes in the process, like how there was Vault 69, which was one guy and everyone else was female, and then there was Vault 68, which was the opposite, where there was one female and everyone else was a guy. And
that would be like 69999 or
yeah.
But
like
anyway.
the mathematics of it didn't quite make sense.
Yeah.
But at some point, I guess, like, Bethesda or whoever was making the decisions for Fallout at the time was like, we really like your story about this one guy and his box of puppets, so we're going to make that story canon. And Penny Arcade was like, wait, you're going to make the whole story canon? They were like, yep. So now canonically Vault 68 and Vault 69 are that.
No! Okay. All right. Wait, so will this tie in? Are you creating canonic Vault 69?
I am not.
Are you going to unearth that vault? What lies in the store for Vault 69? Cracks it open.
All right, Jim, you've just awoken. As always, you are incredibly dehydrated.
Your neck hurts for some strange reason. There are at least 10 spent Ricola wraps sitting off on your nightstand.
Good lord.
Hi, Tugum.
Hello.
Hello. All right. We all ready to pick up where we left off? Because we were so rudely interrupted by my internet going out last week.
I am not ready, but as the great Fox News guy once said, fuck it, we'll do it live.
Fuck yeah, we'll do it live. All right. Great. Azrael, Grabella, Kozlo, everybody good for the brief recap before we get back into it? This will be hyper brief because yeah. Azrael, good. Yeah, so last time, unfortunately, we don't have a VOD because my internet completely shat the bed. So we will just be doing a very slight redo of the last session. As you all carefully went to the edge of V'Akaris, where the earth elementals were assaulting the gates of the city. This was where the leaders of the Obsidian Halls told you that where the Regent Lord would be, at least giving his last stand against the elemental forces assaulting the gates. However, before leaving Grabella, you had some, fun, but your partner had left you with a ominous warning that the Regent Lord was in danger from, and even his guards might already be compromised. With that said, as you all made your way out to the edge of V'Akaris, to the gates, you found yourself with a grisly sight. Scattered around the dirt and debris were bodies of V'Akaris guards, already charred and, lacking life. And further inside, along the edge of the lava in the city, rose a massive Magmander. Well, it's more like an axolotl, I suppose, visually, but kind of cracked with lava and fire. But however, something snaked underneath its skin, as black, oil-like parasites seemed to be crawling underneath its eyes and its exposed, lips and teeth. The guards that were lying around, already charred, were moving and roiling with parasites that had already infected the bodies. The Regent Lord, currently in battle with the massive Magmander Matron, had warned you all that the bodies of the guards were going to start ripping themselves asunder with freshly burrowed parasites if they weren't knocked carefully into the lava. Or excuse me, I suppose not so carefully, if just knocked quickly into the lava. He also told you that there were some teleportation pads set up around the area, just in case being close to the Magmander got a little too heated. However, the Regent Lord was not looking well against the Magmander, and it looks like you all came just in the nick of time. You had managed to knock a few of the guards' bodies into the lava already. However, a few remained, and you had all passed your first round of combat. Now, as we get back into it, you will be once again in combat with the Magmander, trying to protect the Regent Lord and making sure he doesn't die in the process. Some bodies remain, continuing to roil with internal parasites. Let us begin. One moment, please. All right, we are back to it. I even have my combat tracker here. Hooray! Ahem. It is the start of the round. It is round 2, and I believe Azrael's not taken their turn yet. A couple of things to remember about this Magmander matron that has arisen from the lava. It seems to have a radiating fire aura that is too hot to handle, and you will start taking damage if you remain near her for too long. The rest of the bodies can be pushed or pulled with your character token by getting close to them, hitting P, and then moving your token back and forth. Just don't back yourself into the lava, or you will take a massive amount of damage in the process. Now, a couple things are going to happen here at the start of round 2. First off, each of the remaining guards at the start of the round are going to lose a random amount of hit points. And if their bodies completely lose hit points, they will spawn parasites from them. Now let's see about this unfortunate lad on the west side, who is currently leaned up against the pillar here. One moment, please. He loses 2 hit points as the parasites eat away at his insides. There's one remaining guard over here on the east side, currently near Kozlo and closer to Tugum. And let's see how he fares. Well, it seems like the parasites have gorged themselves already, and their recent meals are going a little bit slower. It seems like 1, 2... I forgot. There's one in the very, very back. Well, let's see how he's doing. Now that's unfortunate. There is a squelching sound as the V'Akaris guard in the very back begins to burst asunder with freshly hatching parasites. Kozlo, you are the closest one to the V'Akaris guard in the very north, and you see them wriggling out from the body. Small, little nodules, strings of lava and flame flicker out from the dead guard and begin crawling across the ground. The lava parasites roll for initiative. Azrael, you're up.
Oh boy.
The heat of the Magmander bears down on you.
I think we are going to fly away from the Magmander. It will probably get an attack of opportunity, but... So,
it will take an attack of opportunity at you.
Yep, go for it.
Tries to bite at you with its massive maw. 14.
That misses.
Snap! You fly away, Azrael.
Alright, so... I remember correctly, I could fly, I could use my dash to drag these guys into the lava, right? Last time?
You can, yeah.
We can get... Oh no, where? So we can get here with our regular movements, and then...
Each square of pushing or pulling is a double move. We would just consider that difficult terrain for the time being.
And what did I press to grab them?
P. And then you, I think you hold it and then you move backwards. But I think you have to be, you have to be like to his left or to his, yeah, there you go.
Oh, I just pushed him. Can I pull him back now?
You should be able to pull him. He's getting pushed. You want me to pull him for you?
Was it Shift P maybe?
Yeah, I mean, I was just literally bumping into him. I didn't even hit P.
No, it's fine. Are you trying to pull him backwards?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bloosh.
Do you have enough move for all that?
Yeah, I'm dashing, so
okay,
that's
great.
I actually have like 10 more feet of movement now.
Awesome. You pull the V'Akaris guard into the lava, and he submerges with a...
Actually, only 5 feet of movement left, so we will just float over here. Oh, I actually am flying, so I'll just do 5 feet for now, because I don't remember what I was set before. Just hovering.
Okay.
That will end Azrael's turn. I guess I can bonus action.
Also, I don't believe you have insight checked yet.
Oh, good reminder. You'll go ahead and cast Spiritual Weapon.
Ooh, a spiritual weapon.
Spiritual Weapon. Actually,
Where are you putting Scythe Chan?
drops that change right here.
Oh, all right, very good. Let me give Scythe Chan the appropriate accoutrements. Scythe Chan needs a drop shadow, some ghostly form, and definitely some wiggling. There we go.
Oh gosh. Here, I'm gonna put him right over here, actually, on the other side of Grabella, so I can actually see him, because he blends into the lava.
Yeah, not a problem.
All right. His position doesn't really matter, so he'll attack.
Hey, yeah. Okay.
Oh,
I guess
shit.
he's gonna crit.
14 force damage.
And don't forget, you can also target by right-clicking and then targeting your dude to get the cool animations from what you do.
Oh, does Scythe Chan have cool animations?
I believe Scythe Chan has a... Let's see. It might. I'm not sure what that weapon parses as. Totally fine. Minus 14 for the Magmander Matron. Good crit, Scythe Chan.
Well smoked. Where am I? Why? Okay, there we go.
Does that end your round, Ezra?
Sorry, I'm insight checking since you reminded me.
I did. It was very nice of me.
Yeah.
What would you like to know?
Let's go. I don't know. Let's go abilities. I don't remember what we asked for last time.
So you know a bit about
Just resistances.
So you know a bit about the lava parasites. I'll just bring this one up again. You have to destroy the corpses before the parasites consume them. And if they're not dealt with, the corpses will spawn the dreadful magma parasites. And some parasites are further along than the others in their incubation cycle, but they will not spawn if a corpse is destroyed before their incubation is complete. So that's something that you already know about this lad. However, you notice that the roiling lava inside the Magmander Matron appears to be a little unstable. I am going to do not consume a resource. It has a large pyroclastic ability. That is a rechargeable ability, and it will shoot molten lava from its own body. And each creature in a 30-foot radius sphere centered on the creature will make a Dex saving throw, DC 15. On a failure, you're going to take a lot of fire damage and bludgeoning damage. On a successful saving throw, you take half as much damage.
Cool. Tight.
Relax, Jake.
And as a reminder, there are those teleportation pads, should you need them.
That is the end of Azrael's turn.
Kozlo, you're up. You've seen and heard the roiling black parasites coming up from inside the guard. They have now emerged and are right here.
Kaza like looks at him, turns around to everyone's just like,
There's a whole heap of nope over that way.
and I will begin by I don't think I can like meaningfully make it over to push this guy on the right this turn. So I'll begin by throwing a blistering firebolt at the parasites.
Ooh, okay. Very good. That's gonna hit.
All right.
Yeah, the firebolt. I love it.
I will add my 1d8 for throwing it with my cause stick. So that is 9 damage.
Okay.
Plus they will take 1d10 fire damage at the start of their turns until it's extinguished.
All right, so that applies the burning. You do 9 damage to it, a little bit of a low roll there, and let me just mark him as burning, so I don't forget. The parasites begin to light on fire, and it is doubtful that they will be able to extinguish themselves.
Nobody taught them how to stop, drop, and roll yet. They're too young.
That's it. They're newborns. They haven't learned anything.
And then Force Bay will Force Bay.
Okay, Force Bay is gonna hit.
My heart skipped a beat. I
Oh
thought
my
that was
God.
damage for a second.
Oh, for 2 damage, the ultimate low roll. Kozlo, apparently most of the force goes over the worms and knocks the guard a little bit. Boop. Do you wish to move the parasites back, Kozlo?
If I can, yes.
They do move back 5 feet.
I'd like them to be as far away from me as possible, please.
They move back 5 feet. The guard is pushed with them in a roiling mass of fire and worms.
And we'll do movement. Like so. And I will insight.
Ooh, what would you like to know, Kozlo?
I'd like to know how much health the health bar for the parasites.
Sure.
With my massive amounts of damage that I did there.
Here we go. 1 second, and parasites.
Well, that's not good. Okay, I'm done.
Next up, the Magmander. It makes angry noises at Grabella as it squares up. Grabella, you notice as it rears up out of the lava, magma drips down from its skin, but the magma is also hardening against its skin, creating some sort of obsidian-like shell that is causing it to slowly and carefully regenerate. It looks down at you, tiny, flaming woman. You are basked in the heat of the Magmander Matron. At the start of its turn, each creature within 10 feet is going to take fire damage. Grabella, as a reminder, you are fire resistant, so you are going to take rolling half of 11, which is going to be 5, rounded down from the Magmander's fire aura. The lava that drips down its body is also a warning that you will probably also take damage if you hit it as well. It rears back, preparing to bite you.
So a reminder, Grabella does have protection from good and evil. I remember casting that last time.
And what will that give? Oh yes, let me see. Haste, she has haste. She has rage. And then she has protection from good and evil. Okay.
If it's an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead, it has disadvantage on attack rolls, and she cannot be charmed or frightened or possessed by it.
It is an elemental, so it will have disadvantage. I'm gonna roll again. Rolled the same thing. So Grabella does a 14 hit.
It does not. So we good either way.
All right, and then it will bring its tail up out of the lava, attempting to slash at you with it. A disadvantage on this. Grabella does. Nope, that's gonna miss as well. You don't even have to try and make the save.
Oop. Fair enough. He's stuck in some weird lava. That's fine.
He lets out a low growl. Slowly becoming frustrated. Grabella, you're up. The heat of the Magmander is nigh unbearable. But it might be good to figure out what is causing it to regenerate and how you could potentially stop it.
It's regenerating?
It is.
Oh, sweet. Well, hope somebody else can figure that out, because Grabella's just gonna hit it.
Good. Good plan, Smorg. An 18 will hit. All right, 9 damage, and how much of that? Oh wait, that's the slashing damage. And then I do believe it also does bonus fire damage, Grabella, but he does have fire resistance, so let me see your fire damage. It's a 2d6. Oh, half of that is 1. Now the flames lick at his carapace, but they're not as hot as the smoldering magma sticking to his body.
We will repeat.
12 will miss. The heat, once again, unbearable.
Have her step back, even though she can take the heat. The fact that it's regenerating has her a little freaked out. So that'll end my turn.
I marked you as dead. Why would I do that?
Yeah.
I hit the skull. No, he's alive, I promise. The Regent Lord, let's see what he's going to do. That's a good question. He touches Tugum on the shoulder.
I will yell the R word if you touch me again.
God damn it, Tugum. Do you wish to step foot in the lava, or would you rather rise above it? Do you wish to fly, young bard?
Fuck yeah, I don't want to fly! What kind of question is that?
Well then let not your first reaction be one of hostility. He claps you on the shoulder. Go! Be free. He claps you on the shoulder, and he casts fly.
I'm out here. I already said I was out when this thing started.
Wait, does that mean he drops concentration on Grabella's haste?
It's actually a good question. That is actually, he is concentrating on Grabella's haste. He can't do that. All right, Zin, change of heart.
Disappointment, all I've ever known.
Wow.
I mean, Tugum was all standoffish. He was like, fuck this guy.
Yeah,
Jeez.
he was like, yeah, to hell with that. Boy, haste.
Please don't stun Grabella from
please, no stun. Let's see if you are already. Oh yeah, he's got a bunch of concentration spells. That is unfortunate.
The plight of all of the priest-like classes.
He's gonna cast Magic Missile at 5th level, with his target being the axolotl. Let's see.
That's a dope effect.
That is actually pretty dope. 2. So 5, 8, 12, 16 plus 1. Okay, plus 6 plus 5, 20, 21. He just steps behind Tugum, raises his staff, and casts Magic Missile at the Magmander. Watch out, it's incredibly resistant to flames, as if that weren't already apparent. Next up, the lava parasites. In the back, at the start of their round, they take 1d10 damage from burning. Ow, they take 9 damage. And Kozlo, your stomach kind of drops as you see them wriggling into the earth.
Don't like that!
Hold on to your butts.
You do not know where they've gone, Kozlo.
Definitely don't like that!
There is a sizable hole right next to the V'Akaris High Guard, where the worms have burrowed. Tugum, you're up.
Okay. I would like to insight check first on the matron.
Okay, let's see it. Okay.
There he is.
There it is. It's Mr. Crit Insight Check himself. Welcome back.
Okay. I would like to know if it is possible for it. Let me check my keyword here. If it is able to become frightened.
Yes, it can be frightened.
Sweet. And then I get another thing, right?
Yep, you get 2.
Any vulnerabilities? No. Any spells we haven't seen yet?
Are you sure? Would you want to know a vulnerability, or would you...
Vulnerability.
Okay. It is vulnerable to cold damage.
Okay. For my next trick...
Pulls a bunch of handkerchiefs out of his mouth. Everyone clap politely. Phantasmal Killer. Alright, Tugum, what are you doing? You're casting Phantasmal Killer onto the Magmander matron?
I am.
And you create an illusory manifestation of its deepest fears, visible only to that creature. Must make a wisdom save. On a failed save, it becomes frightened for the duration. Okay, for 1 minute. At the end of each of the target's turns, before its spell ends, it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or take 4d10 psychic damage. Okay. It's gonna make a wisdom save. Oh, it's DC 14. It fails! Really poorly?
That's what we like to see.
Alright. At the end of each of the target's turns, so it is currently frightened.
And then I'm going to move. What was my move? I can get 30 move, right?
Let me double check your move. Your move is 30. Yep.
Alrighty. So then we're gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And that'll end my turn.
Alright. Very good. The Magmander seems off-put by something it sees, Grabella. It's not quite looking at you anymore, but you see the worms crawling behind its eyes. They do not seem to be afraid of whatever it's looking at, but the Magmander host certainly is.
Oh my god, it's full of worms!
Top of the round, round 3, let's check on our lovely V'Akaris guards. First off, the one near Tugum, I think, is the only one left. And the worms eat away at his insides. He takes 3 damage. The other one is quite dead and has already spawned worms. Top of the round, round 3, Azrael, you're up. You're flying, you're 5 feet in the air.
Yep. Okay. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Everything's concentration.
Ah, yes. The caster ballad.
Yep. Mm-hmm. It's just like clerics and druids, man. That's it.
Everything
Did
is
somebody
concentration.
say ballad? Any balladers?
Any ballading?
Ballading, barding? Anybody?
Am I gonna see a Toll the Dead animation today, Azrael?
Maybe. Feel like this is like why is range not just like a thing that because it has so much in the attack damage description, that's why it's scrolled off the screen. Okay. Okay, we can do that. Azrael's going to float a little higher.
Okay. You're 5 feet up right now. You're going 15.
10.
Okay. I see it.
Well, I was trying to get Tugum in. Oh no, Tugum's in my radius. Okay. And I think we will. How badly do we want to kill this thing?
Pretty badly. It's got worms inside of the giant worm. I don't think this is gonna go well. Also, if this explodes after it dies, this is all awful.
Yes, it seems to have some sort of infestation in it, some sort of parasite that's causing it to go mad. Whatever happens, we have to put it down before that parasite spreads.
Then I will cast Guiding Bolt at 3rd level.
Ooh, okay. Target the Magmander. Target him.
Yeah, hang on. Okay, delete that. I'll recast it
Okay.
as the target.
As long as you do it as you push the attack button, it'll still do it.
Oh, is that true? I thought I had to like.
I believe so, but you can
Okay,
just do it. Just do it.
it's fine. Okay.
I'm excited.
Look, you gave so much pressure. I missed. Dina.
An 11 most certainly misses, the guiding bolt dissipating against the heat of the Magmander's shield.
Crap.
Oh, yep, that didn't work. I guess.
I believe in you. Keep trying, or I've probably died, but no pressure.
What would you like to know, Ezreal?
Can I learn anything about its regeneration?
Yes. It will regain 10 hit points at the start of its turn unless it takes cold damage or is immersed in water.
Pretty confident nobody can do any cold damage, right, guys? That's not really our brand.
No, not currently. Yeah.
Okay, then I just attack with Scythe-Chan.
Okay, Scythe-Chan.
And to recount. 15 hit.
A 15 hits.
For 6 damage. Ha, yeah.
The Magmander growls at this mild annoyance. Azrael, does that end your round?
That is the end of Azrael's turn.
Kozlo, you're up. The worrisome worms have come back up from underground and are right behind you. Well, 45 feet behind you.
No problem. I got a good arm. I'm gonna chuck another firebolt.
Okay. That's definitely gonna hit. My worms! Now let them come closer. Yes. What the
Slightly
fuck?
better roll that time.
Wow, okay.
Got 'em.
20 fire damage. That's incredible. And they are still burning as more of the lava parasites and curl up against Kozlo's blistering firebolt.
Kozlo's gonna take another couple steps back, even though he's getting closer to the other thing. I'm not a big fan of these worms.
No, get closer to the parasites, Kozlo. You're nice and low to the ground.
Keep in mind that that thing has a 30-foot AoE as well, though. That we know about.
It do. Kozlo, an 18 hits. For 12 force damage. Do you push it back 5 feet?
Yes, I think I do.
Some of the worms go flying backwards. Anything else you were doing, my little green lad?
I guess that's it. I don't really know. I'll roll insight, but I don't really know what I would use it for.
Ah, yes, the crit insight! What would you like to know?
I'd like to know why we only get crit rolls on insight rolls. Is that some knowledge that the DM can share with us?
Yeah, it's because you're
We've
really
had 2.
unlucky. You get 2 questions.
We've had 2 for this session. To be fair, this has been our best one.
I guess any other abilities that the parasites have?
Any other parasite ability? That's a good question, because you actually don't know what all the parasites do. Let's start with this. You're looking at them, wondering what they're going to do if they get close. And this is exactly what they're going to do. They're going to infest you. You must make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw if it takes damage from the parasite's grinding jaws attack. On a failure, you're infested with the parasite and you are considered diseased. While you're diseased, you have a -2 to all charisma-based rolls. And each time you roll a 1 on a 1d20, you are going to spawn a dreadful lava parasite in a square adjacent to you. A lesser restoration spell will cure you of these horrific parasites.
Okay, let's not have that happen.
Infest, infest, infest.
Does it have any other abilities?
Yes it does. Let's see. They also have a very, very nasty poison that will require you to take make a DC 15 con saving throw, or you're going to take 4d6 poison damage if you fail it.
Alright, I'm with Tugum on this. Let's just leave.
Yeah, they're fucking awful.
This ends my turn. And possibly life.
Okay, next up, the Magmander Matron. The Magmander Matron is actually feared. One moment.
Frightened, but yeah.
Frightened, yeah.
I don't know if there's a difference between feared and frightened.
Just because I'm going to change this up a little bit.
You do get 14 temp HP if that's higher than what I had given you before, Kozlo. Which it should be because that's a maxed out roll.
Yeah.
The Magmander, becoming increasingly agitated, cannot move closer to the source of his fear, which is Tugum, while he's in line of sight.
Wait, did we just phase change? Why did the music change?
He will move around. Just to get closer to Grabella, putting her once again in his heated fire aura. And with a growl and a roar, he once again bites. He is at disadvantage currently because the source of his fear is within line of sight. Roll and completely misses. And he's going to once again lash out with his tail. Missing the crit, luckily. And an 11 also will miss Grabella. Since it didn't take any cold damage at the start of its turn, it gains 10 hit points. Slowly regenerating. Grabella, you're up.
You need to do a wisdom saving throw.
I do, thank you.
Or you take 4 d10 psychic. Go ahead and fail that, please.
I will. He completely fails. Rolls a 1. Let's see the damage.
Do I need to roll that?
You do.
All right.
I will give you the distinct pleasure and honor
You love to see a spell actually get to work, man.
How much damage did that do? Oh, sorry, I have to scroll up for it, I guess. Scrolling.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I didn't realize if I hit that there. I'll just roll. There's 25.
It's 25! No, I found it. Alright. The Magmander takes a massive amount of psychic damage as it is seeing something that Grabella cannot see. Perhaps it is the worm crawling behind its eyes. It's thrashing about in fear. Grabella, you're up. The Magmander grows increasingly agitated.
So it's water or an ice thing? Is this what it was said?
It will stop regenerating if water is put on it. It will also stop regenerating if it takes cold damage.
Okay. I have 1 water skin on me.
However, that's for just 1 round, so if you splash it with water too early and it just vaporizes off, he will start regenerating. So if you only have 1 water skin, you should probably save it until he is, well, as close to dead as possible, and you think you can land the final blow within a round.
When in doubt, hit it.
When in doubt, flame tongue it out. Let's go. 14 will hit. For 11 slashing damage.
And 4 fire, so 2.
13 total. All right. Gonna attack again, Grabella? Oh, sword burst.
I'm gonna switch it up a little bit though.
Okay, he's gonna make a DC 14 dex save. And he makes it. He briefly ducks into the lava to avoid the sword burst, submerging.
Does he not make that at disadvantage because he's feared still?
He would.
Rip.
Just
Well,
don't roll.
rip.
Just don't roll another 20. Still
Close.
makes it. Just not does it. He doesn't do it with a flourish this time.
He trips over the lava. Makes a big splash. Belly
It
flops.
rushes into his nostrils. He starts like wheezing.
Grabella is gonna step back. Let me triple check that's the last thing I want to do. Yeah, that's it for now.
All right. Next up, the Regent Lord. He's gonna. He looks back at the worms as well. He's gonna take a couple steps forward and measure the distance between him and the worms here. That's 50 feet. It's a range on magic missile. It's pretty long, right?
It's like infinity, yeah.
It's like infinity.
You get 12 temp HP, by the way, Grabella. Because you are just in range.
Why did I cast mage armor? Magic missile! He casts magic missile over at the dreadful lava parasites, 120 feet, so they are most certainly in range. He just casts it at a very unexciting 2nd level. All right, 8 damage to the lava parasites. Oh no, my targeting. You know what? I'm just gonna. Damn, I want to see my magic missile. God damn it. I get 1. There, now I'm satisfied. 8 damage to the worms. He nudges Azrael with his elbow. Those worms look particularly unsettling.
Okay.
Next up, the lava parasites.
Hold up, he gets 13 temp HP.
Oh, woo. He's gonna love that. Let's see, temp HP, 13.
I mean, he almost got one shot, if you recall.
I do recall, because the Magmander just happened to crit. Bad show, bad show. The lava parasites, meanwhile, knocked back briefly from Kozlov's flame cannon, reform and begin to crawl closer. Squishy noises. They're gonna move here. And they are going to also regenerate damage.
Well, that doesn't sound very fair.
Tugum, you're up.
Don't they also take fire damage?
Oh, they do take fire damage at the start of their turn because they're burning. Apologies.
Sorry.
No worries. Tugum, all you.
All right, I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna press P.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you pushing that guy? Oh, into the fire? Smart. All right. He goes into the flames. Very good, Tugum. Very smart.
Alrighty. And then I am going to shoot.
That'll hit. For 8 damage.
Nope. And then I'm going to.
I'm ready for more. Let's see it. I'll just add it up. Okay, Psychic Blades. For an extra 13 Psychic.
And then that will be it for me.
Very good. Top of the round, round 4. We are going to check on all the delightfully bloated bodies of our friends. But they're all gone.
You get 11 temp HP if that's better than what you have, Tugum. You're just on the edge.
It's not, but thank you.
You're welcome.
Asriel, you're up. None of the guards remain.
Boy. Are we more scared of the worms or of the big scary monster?
They're kind of the worms, honestly.
Yes.
I mean, I'm up here in the air. I don't think they can really reach me, but I guess.
Well, that must be really great for you, Asriel.
I to not be infested with them. I can see them in this thing's eyes. It's awful.
Hello, I'm trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty.
Oh, hang on. Let me recast that. Let me recast that for the spell effect.
Yep, the dong.
We're gonna give him the dongers.
All right, DC 16 Wisdom save. Fails. Woof. He's a newborn. He doesn't know any better. He doesn't have any wisdom. He's worms. He's a 10, but he's worms.
Jesus Christ.
So with Blessed Strikes, he takes 7 necrotic damage and 5 radiant damage.
Ooh.
For a total of 12.
Total of 12. All right. The worms have been told. Their numbers thinning. They are still on fire, but a few crawl out of the debris and continue crawling towards you.
That Side Chan's gonna get up to the Maxmander.
The Maxmander. Where's the Minmander?
I don't know. Where is the Magmander?
I don't know.
This is your fight, Christina.
There's a whole ton of Magmanders crawling towards us at the moment.
Yeah, they're all under the ground. 12 misses.
All right, that is the end of Azrael's turn.
All right, Azrael, at the end of your round, the Magmander matron is going to take a Paragon action. And she is going to... scoot just behind Grabella. And she lunges forward out of the lava to take a quick bite at range out of her poor and AFK unsuspecting butt with disadvantage.
We literally were just like, okay, my turn's next, so you should go grab the food that just arrived. And it was like, okay. And then she hit AFK, and then you were like, and Paragon action!
And Paragon action, yep. I do believe that misses because her AC is 18 and she has haste. So that's totally fine. Kozlo, you're up. The Magmander is trying to bite Grabella, narrowly missing.
Does the Paragon action count as a turn for my...
It does
Phantasma
not.
Killer?
It does not.
I'm just imagining in my head, like when a really high level character in WoW is AFK and like a low level mob is desperately trying to stab it. So the character, but the character's like just standing there, not doing anything, and you just hear like this constant whiffing noises.
Like leveling up weapon skills.
Yeah.
Your skill in bite has increased to 169.
I just about friggin' had it with these bugs! Okay, not even just about. I have definitely had it with these friggin' bugs!
Woo! However, a 12 misses. The parasites dissipating, becoming harder to hit.
I don't know that they're done with you yet, Kozlo.
Hold on. Do I have something for this? I'm trying to remember. I have so many random... I don't think I do. I think I took a different... I think it was a perk I was looking at that would have helped with this, and I did not take it.
I'm gonna infest you. No.
Good words to come back to.
Make another attempt.
Whoa, okay, that's gonna hit. I'm coming.
Oh!
Wow.
There we go. And that makes up for the ones.
Yes.
Maxing out the damage roll, okay, 16. Worms flying backwards. There's only a couple left now from the pile. Hopefully your burning remnants will finish them off. Maybe. Maybe not.
And they get knocked back. I didn't see if you moved them already or not.
I did not. Boop. Boop.
And Kozlo is just gonna fuck off a little bit. He doesn't want anything to do with those worms.
Come here, Kozlo. Does that end your round, sir?
Yeah.
Next up, the scared Magmander matron has Grabella within its fiery aura. Grabella. You are going to take some fire damage. Grabella, you take 9, so you'll take half of that rounded down, which is 4.
Buttons.
The Magmander settles down and begins to rumble ominously. The lava begins to bubble and burst around it. And suddenly, gouts of lava begin to shoot up out from the lava itself and from the cracks of the Magmander as it unleashes its pyroclasm. One moment. Actually, I have to scoot him. I need Azrael and Grabella to make me a DC 15 Dex saving throw. Azrael, you barely fail. Grabella, you make it. Azrael, you take 50 damage. This is a combination of fire and bludgeoning. I am clicking. It's 23 fire, 27 bludgeoning.
So I take half of the fire because I chugged that potion. That's what? That's 11? 38?
11 plus
this
27, 38.
This is what I get for spending a bunch of resources buffing up Grabella, thinking Grabella is just going to hold it at bay.
Grabella, you are going to take half of that. And then you take an additional half from that fire.
Half of what, sorry?
The pyroclasm. So you succeeded on your save, so you take half damage. So it'd be half of 50, but there's fire damage in there. So half of 27, let's just say, is 13? And then half, so 13 plus 5. So Grabella, you take 18. Sorry, I had to math that out. And not 50.
Protection from good and evil fades off of Grabella.
All right, I will remove that. Grabella, your protection against elementals wanes as Azrael takes the brunt of the pyroclasm lava bursting from the Magmander, barely landing at the Regent Lord's feet, but covering Azrael's armor in fire and rock. Grabella, you're up. The Magmander roars.
Ouch.
Yes, are you okay back there?
Not really. If you could actually just keep it where it was, that would be perfectly fine, thanks.
Don't know how to keep this thing anywhere.
Well, it seemed content crunching on you ineffectively.
We are going to try to scare it.
It's already scared.
It is scared. It is still frightened.
Yes, but I want it away from me.
I did not do the wisdom save at the end of its turn. Sorry about that. Let's do it.
Ooh,
he fails. Psychic damage, please.
I just rolled 4d10. Does it matter? Does it want me to do it from the spellbook?
Jesus! No, that's perfectly fine.
You are high rolling like a champ on that, jeez.
And if he does successfully save on that, the spell does end, but for now he takes another 31 damage as his fears become manifest. Grabella, you are up. The Magmander still in the throes of fear, thrashing about in the lava, splattering Azrael with molten magma.
Okay, I'm gonna fear it from me so it gets further away from everybody else. I am still gonna do the
double fear.
Yeah, get feared, bro. DC Wisdom 15.
Okay. He makes it.
Son of a bitch. All right. Well, luckily, does that hit?
He's a disadvantage.
Oh, because Tugum is in line of sight still. Okay, we're gonna roll again. He fails with a 1. So he's frightened also of Grabella.
Does the 17 hit for the attack?
Oh, apologies. It sure does.
That's alright. I'm shoving chicken in my face. It was not much damage.
Grabella, in retaliation, you take 6 fire damage. Don't forget that's halved because of your fire resistance. And you hit the Magmander for 4 bludgeoning.
And in an attempt to fear again, we're gonna just keep macing it. But this is my... Let's see, I have 3 charges, so I have one more try after
it.
Oh yeah, he's feared.
Oh, that's right, that's right. I'm gonna delete this. I'm an idiot. Chicken is distracting, apparently. It's delicious.
It's a good distraction, though.
It's very good.
You say that, but if I had been paying attention, you would have passed that saving throw, Azrael.
18 hits?
Wait, do you have something to make that happen?
Yes. I could have added my
Oh, no.
spellcasting modifier to your saving throw.
No!
It's fine.
Grabella, in retaliation, you take 5 fire damage.
I would have been a little sad if I
half of that.
13 slashing and another 3 fire. 16 total.
Yes.
Okay. Flame bites into molten magma. You take a step backwards. Are you going to provoke an attack of opportunity?
Yep. I'm trying to get closer to Azrael so it'll get away from both of us.
Bites you at disadvantage.
I'm
And
not
misses.
sure that logic checks out, Grabella.
It's
It
about
wants
to
eat
be.
you,
It's
so it
about
gets
to
closer
be.
to me.
Afraid of me though, so just trust the process.
Okay, if you say so.
11 misses.
Sure does. Grabella, does that end your round?
Um,
And don't forget you are hasted.
You actually get, you get a whole ass extra attack.
oh, do I?
And you can move like infinity.
Yeah, your buffs, you have rage, you have haste, and you have bardic inspiration currently.
Yeah, you can do like a whole extra like one weapon attack with haste, or an additional action.
Okay, we're gonna slap it one more time then. Buttons.
That'll hit. For another 11 slashing, plus additional fire. Ooh, okay. High rolled on the fire for another 6.
I'll step back and stay in front of Azrael.
Sounds good. Grabella, does that end your round?
Yes.
You get 11 temp HP.
Next up, the Regent Lord. He is going to target the parasites and once again cast Magic Missile. His power is waning, casting it at 1st level. For a whopping 3 force damage. And not entirely putting the parasites out of commission. He continues concentrating on the haste spell that's powering Grabella. The parasites, however, do not die from his magic missiles, and the few that remain slowly regenerate health. Some crawling out of the ground, rejoin their brethren.
They are on fire.
Oh, they are on fire. Forgive me, my friend. They take another 1 damage at the start of their turn. And they are going to slither closer to our friend Zinvaki. Actually, you know what? They could do 1 or Tugum. We're gonna make it a odds and evens. Tugum, are you feeling lucky? Odds or evens?
I always feel lucky. Evens.
All right. They go after whoever you want, Tugum. Do you want the worms to come after you, or would you want them to come after the Regent Lord?
They can try to come after me, but they're not going to like what happens.
Okay, they'll move around the fire.
Whoa, I didn't realize they could move that far. That's still better than a Regent Lord dying, I guess.
The most heroic thing Tugum's ever done, and he said it in the most Tugum way possible.
Like,
But if he
those
kills,
worms are fast.
If the Regent Lord dies, then who can he go to tell everyone about the various drug dealers and such?
Yeah, you fucking narc.
You guys don't have any proof of that.
Tugum doesn't.
Well, we will one day.
It does not.
All right, 1 moment, please. The ones remaining try to sting you with their tails.
That's why the parasites went after you. They can smell the narc on you.
And miss. Tugum, you're up. The parasites starting to crawl up your boots, attempting to get to your flesh. You shake them off. They're like little oil slicks on the ground, like quivering bits of rubber or tar manifested into worms. They're also on fire.
What has dissonant whispers on the worms?
Okay. Wisdom save on the worms.
Wait.
Okay. I'm waiting. I'm pausing. Yes, sir.
No, never mind.
Okay. They succeed.
Smart-ass worms.
Perhaps they do not have tiny worm ears in order to hear your whispers.
Maybe.
Tugum, what do you do?
There's not really much else I can do. Let me double check this real quick. That'll be my turn.
All right. Top of the round, round 5. Azrael, you're up. Lava drips and pools on the ground as the Magmander's recent explosion has left you slightly shaken.
I can cast a new concentration spell. I don't know what spell that'll be, but...
Can you concentrate getting these fucking worms off of me?
I think you're doing great, Tugum.
Good job, Tugum. Thumbs up.
As like Azrael's like
Great
fucking
job.
Magmander like spit lava dripping off of him.
Yep.
Hey, you too, buddy.
Azrael is going to cast Greater Invisibility
Oh.
on the Regent Lord.
Well. The Regent Lord becomes invisible.
Mr. Regent Lord, sir, if you would be so kind as to get out of the exploding area, that would be lovely. Thank you. We do need you alive.
Oh,
I think.
He looks down at himself. Ah, I see.
We got this, Big Z!
Unless you want to become a zombie later, just sign the waiver.
Did you just call it? Never mind.
I thank you.
And Azrael's gonna get the fuck. Yeah.
It should have to try and get away from me on its next turn, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, you say that. I think, yeah, you're just on the edge of my radius, so that's good. And Sai-chan's going to mosey on up. Keep thwacking him. Oh, but every time I move Sai-chan, I have to like click back. There we go. To actually like use the attack.
Okay,
That's
26 is gonna hit.
12 force damage.
Yeesh, okay. The cracks in the Magmander's flesh grow slightly deeper.
That will conclude Azrael's turn. Yeah, we needed that.
Azrael, at the end of your round, the Magmander is going to take a Paragon action and bite at Grabella. Grabella, you are still within his threat radius as it bites at you.
His chomp radius.
Chomp radius, disadvantage. And a 9 is going to wildly miss. Kozlo, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna start with force base shooting the parasites.
Blast him. Woo!
So anyway, I just started blasting.
A 24 is gonna hit. Please knock them into Tugum's face.
Oh my god.
Please.
Hey, Tugum, duck!
Would you like to knock the worms onto Tugum? Or perhaps in the adjacent space?
I wrote a song about you.
Hope you know the song is about.
I think just literally the direction back is where they would be knocked. Like, I think that means they go on Tugum. I was hoping they would die and like splatter all over him instead.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Tugum, you know what? Tugum, make me a athletics or acrobatics check, whatever's higher. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! No!
What?
Well,
Oh,
good call, good call,
lucky.
good call.
Okay, good call. Excellent.
10 out of
Pulling
10.
out the lucky charm.
Oof.
Oof. Okay. A 7 plus 2 is 9. Tugum.
Wait. Do we know?
I'm pausing.
Wait, I have to find the thing. Where the heck did this ability go? There it is.
Where? What you looking for, Kozlo?
It is magical ability.
Flash of
Adding
genius.
3 to that.
Okay, 7, 8, 9. Tugum, just hitting the precipice of the save, combining his lucky and Kozlo's flash of genius. You can choose whether you'd like to have the worms on your face or in the adjacent space.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say like on your face or like on your like chest. And I was gonna be like, oh.
Yes, chest was
Would you
definitely the other
prefer-
option.
Would you
Would you
prefer?
prefer the worms in your nose or in your ears?
All of that. I was thinking all that for Christine. Just be like, what part of your body do you want them
Yeah,
on?
do you want the worms in your nose or I don't know, in the anus? Do you want the worm in the butt?
I'll take the adjacent space. Thank you.
All right, adjacent space. Bloop. The worms go flying backwards. Tugum, you duck just in time. Perhaps it was luck, or perhaps it was Kozlo going. But Either way.
I said look out!
The worm's falling precariously close to the fire. Kozlo, what else are you doing with your turn?
I'm gonna firebolt them again.
22's gonna hit. That is a very satisfying firebolt sound, by the way.
It is.
Really is. Kozlo, this will actually kill the lava parasites. What do you do?
So, it's a grenade, right? So Kozlo, like,
Tugum, look out!
his flash of genius, Kozlo, like, throws, like, it looks like a little paper plane that, like, flies around Tugum and, like, just barely blocks them from hitting him. But then the grenade lands in the pile of worms and explodes, and the explosion knocks back the worms, the now dead worms, still directly all over Tugum.
Tugum, you're covered momentarily in tiny bits of sticky, tar-like substance, but the worms are inert and inactive, thankfully.
I said look out!
From up here, it all looked delightfully calculated, Kozlo.
Kozlo, what else are you doing with your round, sir?
Grinning smugly to myself.
Thankfully, you only had one of those parasites to deal with.
Yeah, that is the end.
Next up, the Magmander Matron starts its turn and has not taken any cold damage and regenerates hit points. It is afraid of both Grabella and Tugum, and it has to spend its entire turn moving as far away from Grabella as it can. And it will do so.
It just swims off, never to be seen again. Turns out it can move 500 feet per second.
As it swims back into the lava.
Oh, that was maybe a bit extreme.
You guys hurt his feelings. Oh.
It is going to see if it recharges its pyroclasm as it sits, recharging in the lava, absorbing the heat of the environment around it, ready to unleash another massive barrage of lava and rock. It does not recharge. It will have to take a little more time, but it will happily do so, sitting in the lava where it's safe, regenerating. Grabella, you're up.
Wisdom. Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you.
Only safe if it doesn't get scared.
Disadvantage. Fails. Let's see that psychic damage.
Got two.
Jesus! 28 psychic damage as it sits in its pool of lava, feeding off of its own fear, being consumed by its own intestinal parasites.
I think you're averaging like 75% of your potential damage on this spell. That's fucking amazing.
It's insane. Grabella, you're up. The Magmander has retreated into the lava.
How far can I move with haste?
It's double your movement
It's
speed.
double.
So let's see, you're barbarian. Oh my god, 100 feet?
Technically, you could also use the hasted action to then dash again, but so you could move 150 feet and still get a round of attacks.
So if I go to attack it down in the bottom left, it heads towards you guys if it's still feared.
That's a good idea.
To send it towards you guys?
Sure.
I go the other way. The other way is really far. My biggest conundrum now is that I don't know that I can hit it unless I go up and run up to it.
Does your fear make it move each round, or is it only the first time, and then it just the fear effect remains? Like the status effect.
That's a great question.
I'm scrolling. I'm looking.
Because usually, like the running away thing is not a persistent.
Each creature of your choice.
A minute.
Must spend its turns. Well, let's see. While it's frightened in this way, creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can. Can't willingly move within the space 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions.
That's bonkers.
Oh, it tries to.
There's a reason.
The saving throw at the end of its turn. Let me see if it is no longer feared at the end of its turn, because it only saved for Tugum's magic.
Yeah.
It hasn't saved for Grabella's. Grabella, what's my DC on that Mesa Terror?
I believe it was 15. Yes, Wisdom 15.
Okay. And he fails. So he is still frightened, and he's gonna sit in that puddle of sadness. But yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah, there's a reason I hung on to this and didn't equip that necklace.
I mean, Azrael can hit it from here, so Azrael doesn't care. You do what you want.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Buttons are hard. We're gonna do a whole thing where we run faster than you. You ever seen this giant woman run before?
Hi, buddy.
Do you have any idea how fast I am? I'm fast as fuck, boy.
Fast as fuck, boy. I'm fast as fuck. Come get me.
Sorry, I had to do it in the voice because it was gonna be better.
Holy shit, he does not expect that. He rears back. Oh!
What do I do?
Slap, hopefully. Yes.
Yes.
The slap-a-dab-dab.
10 slashing plus an additional 3 fire.
Yeah.
Oh, don't forget if you want to target him for the sweet effects.
Oh, right. How do I
hit him again? Right click and then left click on the target icon. Right click his token. Yeah, there you go. The
double right click? Got it.
Yeah, again. Yes!
Nice.
The great sword! However, an 11 will sadly miss.
Okay, and then Grabella's gonna back up with the last of her movement, so hopefully she doesn't send it straight towards everyone else. But it's still afraid of Tugum, so hopefully it stays vaguely in the middle.
I will take an attack of opportunity. Wait, it can't take reactions. Because it's scared of you.
No. Nope.
Very good. Grabella, does that end your round?
Mm-hmm.
Next up, the invisible Regent Lord. He is going to move the hell away.
He can do actions and stuff with greater invisibility, FYI.
Okay.
Without breaking it.
He is concentrating on Grabella's haste, currently. And how far away, hold on, I'm zooming. How far away is this massive worm? I'm squinting. That's 95 feet? Okay. Yeah, that's a magic missile. From downtown. Can he cast offensive things with greater invisibility? And not have it drop? Azrael?
Sorry, what?
Can he cast with greater invisibility up and not...
That's the great thing about greater invisibility. You can fucking run around without any pants on. You're not going to break greater invisibility.
Oh my god. He's gonna... Ooh. He's gonna...
only lasts a minute. That's the trade-off.
Okay. He's gonna cast Magic Missile at 4th level then. As
he can do a whole ass Kamehameha if he wants to, and he'll stay invisible.
Oh my god. Okay, here we go. 3 plus 4, 7, 12. One more. 16 damage to the Magmander Matron.
4th level?
Mm-hmm.
You actually get 3 darts to start, and it's plus an additional dart for each level.
Oh, shit.
So it's like, you get like 3 more darts, 2 more darts, I think.
Okay. Okay, I'm at like 20.
This is the weirdest way to cast Magic Missile, but I appreciate the animations.
You know what? It's all about the animations.
Look at what the regional orders do to mimic even a fraction of my power.
He's just like, Magic Missile at 4th level. Tugum's like, I don't have to do anything. He's just gonna die in his own misery.
Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
Oh, God. Next up, Tugum.
Alrighty. "70 feet, perfect."
The Magmander sits halfway submerged in the lava, thinking it was safe until Grabella showed up. And Grabella, as a reminder, those circles next to you will teleport you.
Oh, I forgot that.
So if you step in them, you are going to get immediately teleported. All right, Tugum, you decide to take the lucky. You re-roll your d20, and instead of getting a 3, you get a 10. 10 plus, let's see, 4, 15. Let's see if that hits the AC. 1 second. That hits. You have spent 2 luck points. Tugum, you bust out the crossbow and hit the Magmander for 3 piercing damage. You have 1 lucky point remaining until you long rest.
I know. I don't really have anything else. I'll end my turn there.
Sounds good. Top of the round, round 6. Azrael, you're up. You are flying. You're 15 feet in the air. You are concentrating on
greater invisibility.
All right. The Regent Lord is hiding, casting Magic Missile from the shadows.
Measuring. Oh, it's closer than I thought it would be. So Azrael will just float over here. There we go. And we will toll the dead.
Okay. DC 16 Wisdom save. He's gonna make that with a disadvantage, because he is mega frightened. Fails. Oh, here comes the dong.
The dongers.
Oh god, this is gonna hurt. Oh! Yeah, Azrael's curse toll the dead. Every time, 20 plus damage. Ridiculous.
Not every time.
I mean, I've probably done like 150 damage to him, so...
You've done a lot this fight.
Yeah, Tugum's doing more fucking work. And sidechain will just like 5, 10, 15, 20. We'll just start floating. And that'll be Azrael's turn.
1 second. Azrael, at the end of your round, the Magmander will take a Paragon action, and he will move as far away from Grabella as he possibly can. Boop, boop. 1 second. Moves here. Kozlo, you're up. Oh, yep, Kozlo, you're up.
All right. Kozlo's gonna move back over here, hang out with his force cannon. And we will just keep going with what works. Firebolt.
Firebolt! 21 hits. For 16 fire damage, and you are a fire adept, correct? So he does not get resistances?
Yes.
Fortunate
and in
for
fact,
you.
catches on fire.
Oh god! Okay, he's burning. Let me mark him as burning. A fire hotter than lava sparks on the Magmander.
And this again.
That'll hit. For 10 force damage. And do you want to push it 5 feet backwards?
Yes, because it's funny. The tiny little cannon moving this thing.
Kozlo, does that end your round?
Yes.
Next up, the Magmander. At the start of its turn, there's nobody around it, but it has not taken any cold damage, so it regenerates hit points. The Magmander sees if it recharges its pyroclastic ability. And it does. The pyroclasm is back as it absorbs the heat into its body. However, it is currently still frightened and cannot move closer to Grabella or Tugum. And so it sits and ponders its next attack.
This double fear thing is great.
It actually can't move towards either of you, so... It'll declare its round over and make a couple wisdom saving throws. First off, it'll see if it can shake Grabella's fear.
What the salamander doesn't realize is that I have one more fear charge left.
Oh god. It does shake Grabella's fear, so it is no longer afraid of Grabella.
That's the one we wanted her to do that on?
However,
yes, for sure. And you are still within line of sight of the Magmander. So it is rolling with disadvantage. And also fails. It will take additional psychic damage from you, Tugum. 29 psychic damage! Grabella, you're up. The Magmander is thrashing, getting away from both you and Tugum. It is rolling around in fear as it's on fire. The parasites that are currently in its body, panicking, trying to get out, crawling across the ground. Grabella, you've discovered the teleport. I didn't realize it actually worked. That's amazing.
it do. Thank you. Thank you.
That should be a surprise attack. That should be like a surprise attack, like right behind you.
Well, I know I see there's like a giant teleport thing at the top, so I wasn't sure where I was gonna end up.
It goes counterclockwise.
Ah, beautiful.
So if you step on the one behind you, it will take you to the big one.
Oh, how you doing, big boy? I'm still fast as fuck, bro.
Slap.
A 14 will hit.
And I need to do that DC 15.
Grabella, you take 2 fire damage in retaliation. It makes the wisdom save. 1 moment. With disadvantage because Tugum's still in line of sight. Fails with a 1.
And
9
that's...
bludgeoning. It is feared by Grabella once again.
That's the last one I got, boys.
And then we're gonna attack it with this.
16 hits. Grabella, you take 2 fire damage in retaliation.
It takes 6.
And it will take 13 plus half of 12, which is 6, so that's 19. Grabella, this is going to kill the Magmander.
Oh, hell yeah. I didn't think we were there yet. Alright, I'm gonna try to slice it and throw it into the lava so I don't get to meet any of its friends.
Grabella, you stab at it. Magma and black ichor pouring from the wound. It roars. But you notice, because it hasn't taken any cold or water damage, the magma begins to once again coalesce both around your blade and the Magmander itself. While weakened, it will not completely die unless it is subjected to cold or water. But from here it will question its life choices.
Alright.
Slip into the lava.
So, wait, is it dead? It's leaving? It's still alive, but questioning?
It's regenerating, it sounds like, still.
It will regenerate. However, for now, it will slip into the lava, and you no longer see it.
Oh, goodness. Alrighty, that thing just comes back, everybody hit it with water.
Casso looks at his grenades.
I got a little in a pouch, but I don't understand how these stairs work. I'm just gonna stand here and yell at you.
Is it this way? Yes. There we go.
There you go.
Hi.
Oh, you're so... Well, we're approximately the same height now. Hello.
Yes. Hi. Let's get our friend the hell out of here at the very least, yeah?
Oh, he might already be gone. I'm actually not sure. He's invisible.
Regent Lord, are you
Stop
here?
making him invisible then.
Yes, I am here. I'm in the back.
Should we retreat to the school or somewhere else?
We can go back directly into the city if you feel that the beast has been placated.
I don't think it's gonna come back for a bit, and if it does, we need somebody with ice or water, man.
Very well, then I suggest for now we take our leave if we don't have the means to take it on or put it permanently to rest.
I gotta take a leak. That's about the best I can do.
And there may not be sufficient water supply enough.
I don't know, man. I really gotta take a leak.
Speaking of which, so does the DM, so we're gonna take 5 minutes. Take a 5-minute break. I'll see you guys in just a little bit. I do have to pee really bad.
Sounds good.
Okay, see you in a bit. All right. Everybody back?
Yep.
Hello.
East.
We got a Tugum back. We got an Azrael back.
Still here.
Great. Azrael? Check. Alright, just waiting on Azrael then.
Did you get some rain this morning, Christina?
I did actually. It was kind of nice.
Having rain this week was wonderful.
Yeah.
Or this weekend for the most part.
And it's finally started to cool off a little bit, so I was really thankful for the rain.
I thought moving away from Florida and get away from tropical depressions and stuff, but apparently I eventually summoned one.
Now you just get tropical depressions and normal depression.
Not wrong.
Oh, so Christina, so I was hanging out with like Rob and some of those guys this weekend.
Yeah.
So like a bunch of them have been playing D&D for like a year or so. I remember when one of them was talking about doing it. At the time, I was like, they gave me like a sheet. And I was like, this looks like a lot of work, so I didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the guys, I guess, like last week, fucking like was like they rotate like DMing, and some of them just use like the generic like default pick a DM guide, whatever.
Yeah.
But one of them like dressed up as like a wizard and like went like all in and shit. They said it was hilarious.
That's amazing. I love it when people go the extra mile when they decide to DM because it just makes the experience so much cooler.
So that guy that I posted, that I forget his name, Brendan Lee Mulligan.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that he was like a big D&D guy. I just knew him from like this improv comedy show that I would watch. That like he was always hilarious on it. And then like I started seeing a bunch more started seeing like D&D stuff. He's like a really well-known like DM. It was hilarious.
Yep. Yeah, he's super popular. His show is one of the most popular D&D shows out there, actually.
Well, I don't understand his little. I saw a couple clips from his DM sessions. He has like the thing where he has to roll like it's like the jaws of bone death, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
What is that? Like, what is that?
It must be a house rule of his. I'm not familiar, unfortunately.
I wonder if Azrael knows. It's just like he randomly says, "All right, we're gonna roll it in this giant jaw of bone and death thing that he has made." He like rolls dice in it. I don't ever know what it means.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that is referring to. Weird. Azrael. Just waiting on the doggo poopinator.
I'm back.
Welcome back. All right, everybody's here. Let us continue. The Magmander has submerged back into the lava, and while you all are aware it will eventually regenerate, it seems afraid enough of you to not show its head once again. And so, you all have put it to rest once more. But what is going on with these horrifically burning lava parasites within it? Well, you have one invisible Regent Lord that may be able to answer your questions.
Why was it so horrifying?
What the hell is going on, buddy?
He clears his throat as he makes himself, I wouldn't say visible, but aware to the party.
He's invisible as long as I want him to be.
In fact, this is quite useful, as I feel that there's more than just the worm we have to worry about, that there may be others after my head as well. My guards suddenly found themselves ill before we came here. We wanted to put the worm at least to rest before it put any more damage onto the walls of our city. But with the guards falling ill and suddenly vomiting up these inky black worms, I thought it was going to be, well, the end of me. Thank you all, but let us not tarry here.
Yeah, I heard a rumor at the school that people are after you. I don't know why, but let's get you somewhere safe.
Azrael's gonna fly over here. Kind of sit down.
Yeah?
Are there at least any specimens, even crispy specimens, of the worms still left to take?
Yeah, you can investigate and see if you can acquire any crispy worm specimens.
Or like any of the other ones that got knocked around from the other attacks.
Sure.
Oh, Azrael, would you like someone to just wipe some of their shit off my face?
Oh yeah, there's some on your face, Tugum. Could you keep some of those? Here, put them in my hands.
Dude just like rubs his face with like that. I just seen some shit and just like wrist whips it into his hand. Like, here you go.
You gain a splattering of worm lava parasite ichor.
Okay, thank you.
Come, I'll take you back all into the city proper. And at least we can get away from the wounded wall. All right, you must gather your party and your weapons before venturing forth, Azrael's spiritual weapon.
Scythe-chan can stay there, it's fine.
No, Scythe-chan can't stay there. It extends my map because it considers it a player.
Oh, we'll just delete it, because I can't delete it.
Okay, boop.
Yeah.
Actually, you should be able to delete tokens you own now. I think I changed the setting.
Like within the last week?
Yeah, within the last week. Here, let me try and bust it out for you. Actually, if you want to bust out your own spiritual weapon, you can give it a shot. As everybody walks up and starts leaving with the Regent Lord.
So just having it selected does not delete it.
Yeah, hitting delete doesn't do it?
Yeah.
Poop, okay. Alright, thanks for testing.
Yep, no worries. Thanks for trying to fix.
He takes you deeper into V'Akaris, away from this carnage. One moment. As the Regent Lord takes you back into V'Akaris proper, you realize that you haven't been in the city much. Most of the time that you've spent in V'Akaris has been in a crate, or at the V'Akaris front gates, or within the Obsidian Halls. But now that you are in V'Akaris and roaming about, it is actually a very lovely city, full of strong, elvish architecture, suspended over large fields of lava. The temperature is surprisingly reasonable here, if not a little bit on the warm side. And the expansive bridges that cross over these lava pools are dotted with various vendors and people, traders and common folk, all crisscrossing these massive lava patches, carrying on as if it wasn't the weirdest thing in the world. The Regent Lord is currently invisible, and I will once again mark him as such.
If this trip has been longer than a minute, he is not invisible anymore.
Oh, okay. Boop.
Yep.
I will remove that.
powerful combat-based invisibility, but does not last long.
And he will turn to you all as you continue walking. Forgive me for my entirely brash introduction. Your aid was very needed. But a more formal introduction may be required. I am Regent Lord Zinvaki, and I am very thankful for your aid.
Gabella, hi.
Greetings.
We are Azrael.
Greetings.
Coslow Greenfinger at your service.
Young Greenfinger, and you, sir. He looks at Tugum.
I am Tugum, and your guards would not let me into this city earlier, and all I'm going to say is, look at what they turned away, right?
He chuckles a bit. Primarily because opening the gates would leave us a little bit vulnerable to more of those elementals wandering in. I apologize for any inconvenience that may have occurred, but I am extremely thankful for your aid. However, I must inform you that being around me is particularly dangerous, as I fear that there are other factions currently after my head.
Do you pay more than they do?
He looks over at Tugum. Well, he thinks on it. He turns and looks at the rest of V'Akaris. What is it that you desire? What was it? Tugum?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he wants money. I got something more important.
Money, fame, women, you know.
Oh,
yes. Well,
It's fine. You don't need to worry about Tugum. He's like this with everybody.
I see.
But, we do have something we want, that we need a lot of help taking care of, and, well, we might need to talk about that somewhere private.
Ah, of course. Well, I'll show you the way to my throne room, but we'll have to go through some of the major areas of V'Akaris. Most of V'Akaris is connected by these suspended bridges. He gestures. They tend to be quite busy, so we might be able to just walk by unimpeded.
You said your guards got sick, so were the wriggly worms inside them before or after you fought the Magmander?
He looks at Azrael. I fear they were inside them even before we had fought the Magmander.
So whoever corrupted the Magmander also corrupted your guards? Because it also had worms crawling around inside of it.
Yeah, I got to see those up close and personal. 10 out of 10, do not recommend.
I think that would be a 0 out of 10, Grabella.
Oh, math's hard.
If that is the case, then...
She wasn't going to recommend them. A 0 would mean that she did recommend them, so a 10 out of 10 would not recommend is correct.
Yeah.
Oh dear, that's very confusing.
I did notice
math
that.
is very hard.
I did notice that strange black liquid flowing behind the Magmander's eyes. I've never seen anything quite like it.
Yeah. We got permission to come see where you were via the school to come help you.
Yes,
And,
after we murdered one of the faculty members.
Right, but she hadn't gone psycho. Let's leave that part out.
I thought that was implied. Sorry.
Oh, but yeah, there was rumors going around that you got some stuff going on, and well, we got some stuff going on too, but a lot of it cannot be accomplished without you, and Miss...
Remind me the teacher, the pyromancer lady's name?
Paya.
Miss Paya was, who sent us and was gonna try to get an audience with you, but figured we should just come help you out instead.
Well, if it's an audience you wish, then it is an audience you shall receive. However, if there's something that you need to discuss with me in private, he gestures at the busy crossroads. Perhaps this is not the best place.
Yeah. We have something we need your help with, and none of us want it falling into the wrong hands, or you falling into the wrong hands.
He nods. Well, then let us make our way through the crossroads, and hopefully we don't get accosted on the way through. Tell me, do any of you have any sort of robe or covering? Something that would obfuscate me from view.
Oh, we have these
Look at Tugum.
Bard College robes.
Yeah, we have those. Tugum, don't you, have disguise stuff, or am I drunk?
I have disguise stuff.
For
me?
You're really gonna tell the Regent Lord you're not gonna help him?
I actually it only lets me do it for me.
Oh, I randomly have a pair of very common clothes on me. Here you are, sir.
Do I trade? Can you yank things out of my inventory?
I will remove them from your inventory, but for now he will just borrow them. Yeah. Yes, these should
I do
be
have some
sufficient.
I have an extra costume clothes.
Yeah, I thought you had extra costume clothes with some variety.
I have one extra, yeah. Well, I guess I have two extra if I'm not gonna wear it.
Tugum, as a bard, also you can try and make the Regent Lord potentially look like someone else if you put some effort into it.
Well, I could make you look like one of these three people here.
Sorry, Tugum, you're fading out.
Wow!
Looks at Kozlo. If you want to be really young, I can maybe make you look like Kozlo.
Well, I'll really take anything. I don't want to put your lives in danger. Having you become infected with whatever these parasites may be would cause me great distress.
Speaking of which, how do you think they got into your guards?
He shakes his head. That I do not know. I don't know if they were ingested or breathed in or he thinks. My
do you have
guards
any
do go on a
enemies? Anybody who
rotation.
would try to usurp you?
Oh, well, yes, many of those. Most of them after my head. Primarily the ones knocking at the door, the earth elementals that are, well, upset at the bulk of V'Akaris.
Well, that doesn't narrow it down at all.
He chuckles. Unfortunately not. Perhaps we could go into a little more detail in a more private place. You never know who might be listening and wants to know exactly who I consider an enemy.
Yeah.
Will anyone help the Regent Lord disguise himself a little bit better before going through the crossroads? Or
Sure, I will.
Okay.
Let's take a look at you here, Zen. I can't see his name.
He looks at you. Well,
What did Kozlo call him earlier? Big Z?
Big Z. Tugum, you can make me a performance check. Common clause.
No. Hold on.
You thinking? Thinking that last bit of lucky? Okay. Ooh. The 5 turns into a 6, that 11 turns into a 12. Well, you like adjust his hair a little bit and tuck it behind a makeshift hood that you make out of a t-shirt. I think we've all done that as a kid, or possibly yesterday as an adult, unironically. You hide his armor as best as you can, and, well, he's kind of a regal figure. He's got bearing, but it's certainly better than nothing. He shrugs at you. Well, perhaps if we don't draw attention to ourselves, may suffice.
Well, I'm moving his hair and stuff, I'm like, well, that's gonna also be a problem, because if there's one thing I love, it's attention.
He rubs his chin.
I'm a bard, not a miracle worker. That's all we're going to have to deal with.
You are rather boisterous. Perhaps he would better serve us as a distraction, the Regent Lord thinks. What would you say about doing some sort of impromptu performance to him to draw the eyes of the crowd?
1,000 gold.
It's not for my benefit, he chuckles. It's for all of your benefit.
Well, I don't do shows for free.
I'm sure the crowd would be more than willing to tip you if your performance is good enough. Put a hat down and... I'm confident in your abilities. Certainly if your performance is worthy. The V'Aki people are known for their generosity.
And I'm sure a Regent Lord such as yourself can afford 1,000 gold performance of a lifetime.
If you're not gonna do this, I'm gonna start bashing the crap out of something.
Oh,
that is
fine.
Also a potential distraction.
Yeah.
I'm afraid this, well...
Fine,
the skies may not hold up.
No, I am the greatest alive. It is okay.
Yes, that is the attitude you need. Now, go and draw their attention.
I guess I'm going this way, right? I can't really see. I don't really see anything yet.
And Tugum, you head up the stairs. The lava simmering below. There are many V'Akaris natives that are walking across this bridge. Some of them are shopping at nearby booths. It's very busy here. A lot of people talking and trading. In fact, it is extremely busy.
Do I know which direction we wanted to go? Like up and to the left, up and to the right, straight? Like, where do I want to post up to where everybody will look the opposite direction?
Zin wants to go north.
He wants to go straight north? Alright, So I'm just going to pick a side here. Oh, excuse me. Hi, how's it going? How's it going? I'm just going to set up near this guy here. Going to, let's see if I have anything here. I am going to...
What's your plan, Tugum?
Alrighty, I'm going to first create right here next to me a minor illusion.
Okay. What's your illusion of?
I'm going to create an illusion of a dancing V'Aki child.
Okay.
Like next to me, right?
See, chair, muddy footprint, small chest, no larger than a 5-foot cube. Okay, small person. So it'll just be a moving, a basic moving image.
Yeah, so just like, I don't know, like a V'Aki face or something. It's like a very basic, like, kind of looks like a V'Aki face, kind of just like a smiley face.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put out. Do I have anything that I can put out? Listen, Tukum's getting paid for this one way or the other. So I am going to put out some, like a piece of like my clothes or whatever, but like a hat for people to like put money in.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna very dramatically, as if I was like unsheathing a sword, very dramatically pull out the bagpipes.
Oh god. The bagpipes are busted out. The V'Akaris merchant, who is to your west, side-eyes you, but says nothing.
I give him like that, put like the little hand up, like, don't worry. I don't know if I can, if this is like a little elevated right here, this little like corner.
Yeah, you could get up on there.
Sure. All right, I'm just gonna like kind of like prop myself up over here. Attention! If I get everybody's attention, the show's starting. Any requests? No, we're gonna start off with a classic. If you guys like it, come show some love. My name is Tugum. I'm gonna be here for a while, and then we hit. Oh, I thought that was my sandstorm one. Whoops. Do you have sandstorm queued up?
Oh, I don't think I have the same. I can play it though. You want to hit sandstorm?
Yeah, or Chaos Whisper.
Very well.
I mean, I'm playing the heart out over here. Looking over at the group like, feel free to start moving.
Tugum, you begin your amazing performance. Tugum, make me a performance check, please.
Nobody has been moved yet for us to then move.
Oh my god.
Do you have your lucky left?
No, he has no lucky left.
Don't worry though, my insight checks great.
Your insight checks amazing. One moment, please. Well, that was certainly a performance. The V'Akaris are not enraged, but they're certainly not impressed. A couple of them wrinkle their nose at you, Tugum, and meander off. Actually, they meander in the direction you don't want them to go.
Maybe we go with that robe idea.
Tugum, unfortunately, with an 8 performance, you get no tips. And the V'Akaris merchant now is irritated that you are chasing off his clientele. Meanwhile, down where the rest of the party is.
Well, Regent Lord, how fast can you run to where we need to go? Or at least to where we won't be seen?
He clears his throat. I'm afraid I am a bit wounded from the encounter with the Magmander, so not particularly fast, I'm afraid.
I have a very dumb idea.
How much glass do we have between that disguise and this extra pair of clothes?
He thinks. And we've probably got a few yardage. Why, Grabella?
How tall is he?
He's like, let's see.
Do you want to put Kozlo on his shoulders?
He's 5'7".
I was thinking we either wrapped him up like a baby or Kozlo like a baby and make him look like he was a mother.
Oh, I like the idea of just putting Kozlo on his shoulders and like wrapping him in robe and just have it be like a fucking like 3 kobolds in a trench coat.
It seems like Tugum's distraction has only made your predicament worse.
Okay, well, let's maybe... Can we get to the other side of the square at least quickly? And maybe we can do more disguise shenanigans there.
Sure.
Azrael will cast Greater Invisibility on the Regent Lord again. And Grabella, maybe you carry the Regent Lord so we can go fast.
Yeah. Let's do what? Athletics? Athletics?
Yep, that one.
Yeah.
Athletics?
Ooh, all right. You pick him up.
She is gonna scoop him up like a goddamn baby.
Oh. He
very gently though, you know.
I have a wound there.
It's alright. I just told you very carefully.
Grabella is holding him like up but out so she doesn't like stab him with her spikes or anything. Very
He's
gently.
like eyeballing the spikes that are like 2 inches from his eyeball.
It's just look forward. It's fine. This is all fine.
Grabella, make me an insight check.
Oh god, don't do those.
Okay. The Regent Lord's quiet.
Oh, too quiet. Oh no.
Alright. We got this.
I like how every time Christina drops like a subtle hint like, this person is wounded, Azra's like, huh, okay. Must find some way to work around
I wonder how they're gonna get their hit points back. Question mark.
Are we going straight across or?
Yeah, I think so. That's... Azrael's a disciplined priest. They don't heal. They just prevent
make
damage.
shields.
Excuse me.
All right, one moment, please, as you are carrying your precious package across this bridge. It is packed full of people, and you notice that you carrying the Regent Lord is not making your trip any easier. Grabella, make me a stealth check with disadvantage.
Oh lord.
Wow.
Okay, it's not too bad. You managed to kind of spin and pirouette carrying the Regent Lord and not bump him into many people along the way. Surprisingly light of foot as you go across the crowd.
Very pretty.
Dugam, and Azrael, and actually, hold on, not Kozlo. Actually, yes, and Kozlo. Make me a perception check, please. Tugam, from your vantage point, out of the corner of your eye, someone from this direction, from the east, you see where I'm pinging there, seems to be pushing their way through the crowd towards Grabella and the Regent Lord. What do you do?
I bang my work on to make a distraction of some kind to like alert them.
All right, bang that thing. No.
So you can like kind of like point, like dude does like the eyes like points like behind you, like to where he sees the person coming from.
Where are they? Can you ping?
It was like right here is where Christina pinged.
All right, hold on just a moment, please. You're my cat. Meow, meow. One moment. Tugam, a robed figure, clad in earth-toned robes and a slightly reddish-colored hood, is making their way very close to Grabella. Tugam, I will allow you to see this person.
Oh, shit.
And unfortunately, they are right behind Grabella. Grabella, with the Regent Lord in hand, you do not see this person coming, and they are quiet. As a short sword is unsheathed from their hip. One moment, please.
I couldn't react like seeing them, could I?
The assassin is quick and relatively unseen. As Tugum, you can give one word of potential warning that the assassin will get a round of surprise on the unsuspecting Grabella.
I'm just gonna yell assassin.
Yell it!
You can yell that, or you can yell something that's gonna piss Grabella off. Either or.
Scream assassin.
As Grabella hears this, she's gonna put the Regent Lord down.
Okay, you bend over, and Azrael, you see the glint of metal precariously close to Grabella's back. One moment, please.
She's just gonna say to the Regent Lord just to run.
Oops, that's supposed to be public. During its first turn, it has advantage on attack rolls against a creature that hasn't taken a turn. It scores against a surprised creature. It's a critical hit. Grabella does a 16 hit your armor class.
Yes, it does.
Oh,
but get fucked.
You succeed
what
on
the
the
con
con
does.
save.
So I don't get poisoned.
So you don't get poisoned. However, you do get hit by the short sword attack. Thankfully, not critically struck. One moment.
Oh, this person's a Genasi too? Fuck.
I'm starting to think that your people aren't that good.
I mean, I don't remember.
Every place we find them is pretty fucking sketchy.
Sorry, math. 44. 52. Grabella, you take 52 damage.
Run!
As the Earth Genasi sinks their sword into Grabella's back, twisting, hoping the poison will finish the job. And they seem startled that Grabella did not fall from the insanely mighty blow. One moment, please. I'm gonna need everybody to roll for initiative. Tugum has prevented a full round of surprise attacks.
I did not get advantage that time.
I don't think I got advantage either.
You didn't? Okay, here, hold on. Let me, I will fix that for next game. Roll again and tell me what your initiative is, please.
9.
Oh, 9. Okay. Yeah, I'm all about that. Yeah, there we go. Tugum?
Well, mine's still an 11.
Still an 11. All right. Very good. The start of the round, apparently, the Regent Lord clutches onto Grabella, and he whispers magical words in your ear. Grabella, once again, he casts haste on you, and that is the last of his spells.
Go.
Go, quickly. The assassins are after you. Here. Take these words of speed.
They're not after you. Go!
Oh. He gets to his feet. And he doesn't want to run by that assassin.
No, I would try to push him in the direction of Azrael and Kozlo.
Okay. And he goes in this direction. Kozlo, you're up.
You friggin' kidding me again?
Let's see. Can I like look around to see how people are reacting to this to try and spot if there's anyone else moving on Grabella?
Currently there is shock of someone next to Grabella's kind of looking down like, huh, what's going on? They really haven't had any time to react.
I guess I'm mostly looking for shocked reaction versus like, yes, this was what I was expecting to see happening reaction.
Ooh, make me an insight check.
Wow.
Everyone is equally shocked. It must, Kozlo, you're not the best at reading faces.
Hell, these elves just look the same.
Wow.
Not like us goblins. Very emotive.
Very diverse.
Basically, anyone without green skin, I can't tell what they're thinking.
Okay. So I guess damn.
What you thinking, Kaz?
Trying to I guess in this case I need to spend a spell slot to bust out a cannon. So I will eat a first level spell slot to summon my cannon.
All right. Where are you putting him?
Let's see. Guess the cannon comes out like here. And I have to manually remove my spell slot. And that eats my action, but the cannon can still fire.
Blast it. A 15 will hit. It takes 10 force damage. Do you push it back 5 feet?
Yes.
All right. The assassin is shunted away from Grabella, taking her short sword with her. Grabella, the length of sword is removed from your back, and you can feel the residual poison from the blade dripping down your skin. Thankfully, you are reborn, and poison doesn't affect you very well, but not that the Genasi knew that.
Question.
Yeah.
Does this count as them leaving Grabella's threat area?
No, forced movement does not provoke attacks of opportunity.
But could it, though?
It can't. It cannot. She has to make the choice to get punched in the face.
All right.
It would be nice. Then a force ballista would be way OP.
Did my earlier thing, did that count as my normal insight check?
Oh, no, you can make an additional one if you like.
All right.
Wow,
No,
that's not much better. Just blink each of your big eyes, like, independently of each other, because, again, you're not good at reading people.
Wait, these are people? Oh my god, I thought they were bears!
I thought they were cork standees!
Did you get into the Elitha dust again?
Oh god, no, the Elitha dust!
That ends my turn.
All right, very good. Next up, the assassin. Seeing that you still stand, Grabella, it's not very interested in continuing combat. The assassin will spend an action to become invisible until the end of their next turn. There's a brief moment, and the assassin seems to disappear in a cloud of smoke.
Get back here, you bastard! No, wait! Stay over there, you bastard!
Grabella, you're up. That fucking hurt.
Yup, just a little.
If you were alive, that probably would have killed you.
Yes, it's true.
Get him out of here!
Gravilla just says to Azrael and Kozlo, she's going to go where she last saw the assassin and just swipe these legs.
Bucky Shopper runs out of the way.
Yeah. She is gonna swipe all around her. In fact, you know what? Just for funsies, let's do it this way.
Oh god! All right, everything within 5 feet of you, go ahead and make a dex save, thankfully. Or not thankfully. One moment, please. Grabella, nothing seems to bleed from your sword burst, but it does disperse the crowd, as there are now gasps as swords appear in the air, slicing at nothing.
Come finish the job, you coward!
Hey, you there, one of the guards bellow. What is the meaning of this? Put your weapons away.
Someone just stabbed me and I'm gonna murder her, or you, if I don't find her. So stop telling me what to do!
And in the middle of this, obviously, this is gonna be a whole ass this.
Oh god! Rage!
Despite all my rage, I'm still just Grabella in the cage.
Grabella points her back towards whoever's yelling at her to show the giant gash in her back.
You hear the guard gasp. Oh no! The guard seems to lift his fingers to his lips, potentially summoning more guard.
And...
Oops, Grabella, sorry, I removed your rage. I will reapply your rage.
Yes, it's all good.
There we go, hold on. Boop. Reapplied. Grabella, you bust out in a rage as, yet again, a man yells at you. He's getting old.
Jesus Christ. Because she cannot find flesh at the moment, she is going to chug this.
Slam it! Alright, Grabella, the poison still dripping down your back. You chug a healing potion and regain 18 health.
God, that was a really good roll.
Yeah, I was about to say,
That was
perfect roll.
insanely good.
Where
Those
are
are the
you?
kind of potions that stick with you.
She is just kind of stomping at the ground, angry, raging.
Tugum, you're up. Grabella has thrown herself into a fit of rage in the V'Akaris Square.
I'm gonna yes. Let me read this real quick. I'm going to move closer. I'm gonna move. Okay, hold on. Alrighty, and then I'm going to cast. Just double checking. Do I have any idea if since I saw it first, do I get to see if I know what direction it went when it vanished?
You do not. She cast invisibility, and unless you have any way of seeing invisibility, you do not see where she went. You can try and potentially track her if your survival is good enough. But this urban environment does not bode well to looking for footprints.
Alrighty.
That is what I should have done. But we angry because a man told us what to do. So. After this turn, we'll make an attempt.
Grabella, do you need to breathe? Question mark?
No.
No? Sweet. Alright.
No, sweet. War crimes.
Just make sure. Hopefully, Grabella's raging is scaring people, but who knows?
Oh, the crowd is absolutely scattering.
So then I'm going to make this template here.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm casting Stinky Cloud. That way, if he's out there, he's going to have to either make a throw or start retching and coughing and giving up his position.
Oh, God. Okay.
At least that's how I assume that should work, but I don't know.
It's a good thought. I like it.
I like that, too. One moment. Gross. It's stinking. All right. I got this.
Yeah.
Well, Grabella,
I'd like to imagine that
thankfully you don't breathe.
Yes, I'd like to imagine that Tugum has saved all of his farts, and that's what this ability is.
He's just
the
been quietly putting
concentrated-
them in a flask every time.
He would be the kind of guy that would fart into a jar whenever possible. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's why he eats all that fermented cabbage. He's just like...
You know, Grabella, I know you're like half not alive or whatever, but us living have a saying, and it's called whoever smelt it, dealt it.
All you can hear is Grabella just raging and like bits of flame through the gassy cloud.
He's just like, don't worry, Grabella. When you're not raging, you'll laugh at that joke.
Some of the V'Aki commoners and shoppers are coughing and waving their hands over their face, quickly moving away from the stinking cloud. One of the V'Akaris guards is moving closer north, and he whistles a sharp and high note between his fingertips. A couple of the other V'Aki nearby. God, what is that?
That's what happens when you don't tip your performers.
They shit in the middle of the thoroughfare?
A lesson clearly learned. Tugum.
If you were giving away a free concert, what kind of people do you think would show up to it?
Is there anything else you are doing with your round, Tugum?
I guess I'll attempt a survival. I guess I should have done it first, huh?
Yeah, you cannot see anything within the radius of the cloud. Your vision is heavily obscured.
Can I see if there's anything around me?
Yeah, make me a survival check. Your DC is 19. Unfortunately not. The floors are heavily trodden. It's hard to tell whose footfalls are whose, and you find no trace of the poison that was used to poison Grabella. No spots on the floor. Might take a more careful eye. Tugum, does that end your round?
Yes.
Azrael, you're up.
Well, I just saw this duder vanish, and Azrael's just gonna cast See Invisibility.
Motherfucker.
Twilight Cleric, baby!
What the fuck?
I was gonna say, Azrael or Tugum has to have something for this, but I certainly fucking don't.
Azrael, what's your vision range?
Azrael's vision range is like fucking forever.
Forever.
Hang on, let me look. 300 feet. 300 foot dark vision.
Okay. Azrael, I am going to make the assassin visible. I do believe that just because of your vantage point, that you cannot see where they're at. I will allow you to make a perception check with advantage versus their stealth check.
Okay, I mean, I was also going to move up a little bit.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Bella.
Yeah.
So if,
I'm keeping my
Probably
Azrael
gonna
is
be,
the
like,
only
about
person
there.
that can see the assassin right now, but everybody can obviously see it.
okay, and now you want a perception check from here?
Yes, please. Okay. And let's see how the assassin fares. They are currently hidden from your sight, Azrael. You look around. You know they went invisible, but they might actually just physically be hiding behind something. They could not have gotten too far.
I can see them.
Yeah, I know you can see them, but Azrael has to be able to see them.
Just like Azrael doesn't know that I'm a narc.
I mean, I can't see them, so yeah.
Well, you could also probably narrow out the places that they are depending on, because you know where your vision is obscured. So they're probably hiding behind one of these larger pillars. And I'm going to ping on the map, like, there are these larger protrusions here, and here, and here, and here.
Sorry, the map is way too big. I have no idea where you pinged, but...
Can you see this ping? It's north of Gerbella. Okay, north of Gerbella.
Okay. Oh,
you
yeah,
see
I
that
see
ping?
it.
So there's 4 of these. There's this one and this one. And then there's 2 on the south. And all of those are tall enough to obscure vision. So just by logical deduction, they're probably hiding behind one of those.
Well, I think I'm going to continue doing what I was going to do, which is move forward.
Okay. Okay, your vision's going to be obscured if you go in that stinking cloud.
Oh, the cloud actually obscures vision? I
It does. Yep.
Yes.
It is heavily obscured.
I go here instead of there.
Okay.
It's a stinky rage ball.
It's just a cloud that's going. "Ah!"
Yeah, I mean, that's all Azrael can do. Azrael can't see the guy, right?
I'm looking at your vantage point right now.
I mean, I see a name, but
You have a feeling that they're right over here. However, they are hiding and they are out of your line of sight.
okay. Azrael then is going to use Harness Divine Power as a bonus action. I don't know why it has a damage button there, but to get back a 2nd level spell slot.
Interesting. I'm just curious what happens when I push the damage button. 2.
He takes 2 damage.
Ah!
What type of damage? Unclear.
Who knows?
Who
Divine
knows?
damage.
Mystery. Fucking mystery damage.
Who knows? No one does.
Power damage. He takes 2 fucking power damage. He doesn't know why. He just feels bad.
At the top of the round, as Azrael turns on See Invisibility and looks about, they get a good idea that the assassin might be hiding behind one of these larger pillars. The Regent Lord has gone invisible once again and is taking shelter, hopefully also hiding from the assassin's presence. And Grabella is just raging and yelling inside the stinking cloud. That is where we will end today's session, and we will see if you all catch the assassin and uncover their secrets, or if they get away. We shall see, we shall see. Thank you all for joining me for D&D today, and I hope you all had a good time. It's good to be back.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations on your internet access.
Woo! It's back, baby! We went a whole session without A, technical issue, B, internet going out. Honestly, can't complain. Can't complain.
Always complain.
All right. See y'all next week.
Have a good night. Yep, I will see you all next week as you continue your escort quest for our poor Regent Lord. And, yeah, maybe eventually, I don't know, you'll destroy a Lich's skull, maybe? I don't know.
At this point, it's
I'm
like
not liking our odds.
70-30, not in our favor, man.
This is becoming a, chore.
I'm also like looking at Grabella's health going, man, should I roll up another character?
Yeah, that hit hurt a lot.
Remember, Azrael said the first person who dies, they can bring them back. It's the second person who dies who has to come back as a zombie.
Technically, I have a not quite dead when I die.
Yeah, you get to wear their skin like a pair of clothes.
Please don't wear my skin like a pair of clothes.
That's a different thing. I think he's talking about the half-orc thing. But
Oh, right. Oh, sorry. I thought, when Grabella dies, like, Azrael turns you into a zombie and Tugum wears your face.
That's pretty much what I expect to happen.
To be clear, Grabella didn't sign the zombie waiver.
That's true. I didn't.
That is true. I think everybody else did sign the zombie waiver. They didn't know what they were signing.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm confident that Tugum and Kozlo both signed the waiver without reading.
Well, me and Kozlo let ghosts into our bodies, so I mean,
they're already not good at making decisions for their personal health.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think that's covered by insurance, like spectral possession.
Their bodily and spiritual autonomy is already suspect.
Yes.
All right, guys.
I'm hopping out. Bye.
I'm gonna let y'all go. Have a good night. I'll see you next week.
See you.
Nacho.
Bye. All right, and that's it for Arctis today. Whoa! Thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. I appreciate you watching. Thanks for joining. Thanks for hanging out in chat. Great sesh. Thank you, 2020 site. Greatly appreciated. Watch our VODs on YouTube, catch us on Twitch, and watch our best moments as we post our shorts over on Twitter. I appreciate everybody being in chat. Thanks for making me hydrate. I definitely got a drink after that. And thanks for watching. And we'll see if they continue to escort our poor Regent Lord safely to his destination. And maybe, just maybe, they'll get to open the vault of V'Akaris. Or maybe they'll die.